Today I want to talk about how getting a job might have actually been one of the best decisions that I could have made. One of, not the, but definitely one of the best decisions that I could have made. And it's not because of the money, right? The money is a guaranteed thing, but from all of the other aspects. So I want to say a little story. So where do I begin? So I would say a year ago, I would say, yeah, a year ago, maybe a year ago, and actually, no, maybe 10 months ago. I've created, I created a self improvement group with a couple of friends, and the whole goal was to just improve ourselves and keep each other accountable. And another big goal was to build a side business, to build a business online, to make money online, so we could actually afford to go to Bali together, like as friends, and just live together for a few months and just connect with new people, just a whole different experience, right? So I was already kind of invested into copywriting. I've heard it like way back in the day, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. But I did it for like what 2 weeks and then I gave up. So I decided like, okay, well, I already have a tiny bit of experience in copywriting, so why not just get back to it, right? And that's what I did. I did that for like 3 months, um, and like I had no money, right? It was all free. So the education that I got, it was all free, and I honestly think, still to this day, I still think that it was a consistency issue. It wasn't really my education was bad. It was only like I wasn't consistent with it for a long time, right? Because I would stick to it for like 2 months and then I would give up for like 2 months and then get back into it. So that kept happening, and I had a lot of conversations with my friends, just saying like, well, this isn't working. It's not because I don't think this doesn't work, but again, just it's just not working. And at the same time, my friend, which was in Switzerland, he he got a job, right? He was still on our self improvement group. He didn't have time to build a side business, but he was still like investing into his education and just wanting to be a better person overall. But he had the job. Like, I believe it was like 9 hour day job. I think it was like construction work, and he got paid for it. He got a lot of money from it, and he said like one of the best things about like having a job is not the money. Like the money is good, of course, but the thing that actually gave him the most ROI, I would say, is the order. Like it was the routine that he had, like waking up at the same time and doing the things and then having the free time. And that honestly made me think like I really should get a job, at least a part-time job, just so I could get some money and just for experience overall, right? But I was really scared. For some reason I was really scared. um yeah, and that's still like I think that's normal. Like I think you're getting your first job is always kind of scary because again you have no experience and you're meeting new people and it's kind of scary. But I let that fear hold me back for a whole year. It's not something that I'm proud of. um, but yeah, a whole year I wasn't employed. I was unemployed that whole year, and I kept having that bullshit excuse of, well, I'm building a side business and I need the time so I can invest into this. Even though I was spending like 3 hours a day maximum on this business, and the rest would go to just like gaming and working out. Which, to be honest, working out only took like an hour and a half, so the other was just into playing video games with my friends. So I was really coping. The excuse that I always said was like, well, I'm not going to get a job because I want to gamble on myself for me to make this work. Which, in some perspective, I can understand why that would be smart. No, I mean, no, that's definitely not smart, but I can understand why I said that, but it wasn't smart at all. It would be just better for me to try to get a part time job. So when I finally had enough of it, I stopped going into copywriting. The whole group died eventually, and I started to look out for a job. And fast forward to now, I would say 2 months ago, I got into a job. It's a hospitality job. I work in a restaurant as a server, and it has been one of the best decisions that I could have made. Not only because it built me a lot of confidence, like I feel a lot more confident for a whole number of reasons. Like I'm getting money. I'm a man with money that is earning an income. I'm talking to new people every single day. Like the routine that I have is really good. I'm valuing my time a whole lot better. That's something that I talked with my friend a few days ago. Or like just having a job and being busy is one of the smartest choices. Like yeah, it is hard, but it is so worth it. Like it's only hard in the moment, but when you get to bed, you actually look back into the day and you think like, oh wow, I'm really proud of myself for this day because I was busy. I was able to do the things that I had planned for myself. And there's basically no free time for you to do bullshit things because there gets to a point where you just value your free time so much that you don't want to spend time just scrolling, right? You want to spend that time towards like, I don't know, cleaning your room or organizing some stuff to make the next day even better. And that's like, honestly, I would say that's the main reason why I'm really glad that I got a job and that I'm busy. Is just I can value my free time so much better. And again, if you're seeing this video, it probably means because you've been in the known of online business for for a few months or even years, and you keep seeing like videos like, oh, you don't get a job. Like a job is if you're in the matrix. And like for some reason, at least for me, I used to think that getting a job was really like not sad, but like it was pathetic. You know what I mean? That's also one of the reasons why I held back into getting a job. But I just said, fuck that, man. Like, bro, I'm an adult. Like, at least I need to get some money. Like, I need to earn an income. Even if I'm working 9 hours a day, I still need to get an income. And yeah, I used to see getting a job as really pathetic, but now that I'm having it, like, I don't think it's pathetic. I think it's even more pathetic that you're spending like 2 years, 1 year chasing your online business and not earning, and you still have the mindset of I shouldn't get a job. Like that's just stupid in my opinion. At least get a part-time job. Like a part-time job is what, like 5 hours, 6 hours a day, and you have the rest of the day depending on your schedule to actually chase your side business. Which like if you're doing quality work, you can get a whole lot of work done in like 5 hours. So don't cope yourself into not getting a job, because again, getting a job is only the money is just this much, but the other things that you learn is this much. Because like I'm really into human relationships and just social skills, and I remember one day just praying to God about like I really want to practice my social skills. I really want to get better at treating people and just learning like the whole principles of the book How to Win Friends and Influence People. And turns out I actually got into the best job that I could have to practice that, and I'm really happy because I can practice every single day the skills that I learn. It has made me a whole lot more confident into talking with new people. It's just snowballing tons of good benefits. I would say that the only downside is the lack of time that I have. I don't have that much time, but I'm still grateful with the schedule that I have. And I'm getting paid for it. So yeah, I don't really have anything to say bad about it. But yeah, I guess the goal of this video is to say that if you're earning a side, like if you're trying to chase a side business, an online business, and you think that getting work is pathetic, a job is pathetic, or that like for some bullshit reason you don't think it's worth it to get a job, just get it, man. Like don't think just from the money lens. Please don't think just about the money. Think about the other stuff that you'll get. You'll get experience. You'll learn a whole lot of stuff, like how other people are. Like in my case, how they are when they are hungry. Like there's a principle on the How to Win Friends and Influence People book that say like we humans aren't really a logic creature. We are more of a emotional creature. So whenever some things are bad to us, like for example, if we're hungry or we're thirsty or we're really hot, like whatever, no matter how wrong we may be, most of the people, like 99.5% of people, will excuse that logic just to justify their emotional reaction. And that's something that I see almost every single day. Like when people are hungry, even if you just explain to them that like a lot of people are right here, so some food will take a little bit longer because it's kind of a priority issue, they will say like, oh, I don't care, go ask how much time it will take, otherwise we will leave. And I'm not like mad about that, you know what I mean, because it's just how the brain works, and it's really really interesting. And I'm going a little bit off topic, but yeah, I really want to talk about that today. Like, getting a job is the only downside is the lack of time that you have, but I think the upsides that you get are worth more than the downside. So yeah, that's what I want to talk about today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.